Yeah. Fox is she's a baby, but she listens to me. You know what I mean? She's tough.
I didn't have, you know what I mean? I really didn't have to do all of that, which I probably should have, but I didn't.
It looks like Foxy Brown has a lot to say about the crazy stuff that happens in the stardom, and you won't believe the recent revelations she has made about some influential figures in the industry. So she's bow-pointing her finger at Jay-Z, claiming that the music mogul crossed some boundaries and even was able to get away with some of the atrocious things he's been doing.
14, 15 years old, and Jay-Z and I were in the studio, and...
Well, you all know Jay-Z as an untouchable king of music, but it looks Foxy Brown knows a bit more about the things he's doing behind the scenes, and his so-called producing skills destroy the lives of young female artists. I mean, if you remember, Jay-Z is the man who allegedly took Foxy's V-card when she was 15 years old. But there's more to the story, and Foxy is now saying how the music mogul used to offer her company to other prominent figures, and there's one name that will make your jaws drop. There's long been rumors that there exists a video of Foxy making out with an older guy, and hold tight to your seats because you all know this celebrity's name very. So this horrible experience seemingly left Foxy mentally shattered, and she can't stop thinking about how the industry giants have been tossing her around and making tapes with her.
Everything that I've gone through, I'm sorry. Just all the trials and the tribulations, just knowing that God had me, and just, you know, I would wake up all the time and say, God, but why me? Why me?
Apparently, despite all this traumatic experience, Foxy couldn't speak earlier because Jay-Z is not a fool, and he made her sign multiple and gag orders related to everything that has been happening behind the scenes. As Foxy says, the industry fellows put her trough a lot of struggles, and to join the ranks of Hollywood celebs, she made a lot of stuff that felt creepy and uncomfortable.
Again, by attaining success, I've gone through a lot of turmoil and a lot of devastation, a lot of problems, but it made me stronger.
But it looks like Foxy is now afraid that the same things can be happening to other girl under Jay-Z dubious producership, and she's ready to expose every single act that the music producer is guilty in. Now, the most shocking part of all is that Foxy claims that these encounters between her, Jay, and Jamie Foxx left her not only morally destroyed, but also resulted in several problems with her intimate health. Yikes. Although it may sound shocking for 2023, let me remind you folks, Jay-Z and Foxy Brown's partnership began in the 90s. At that time, Brown was only 14 or 15, and the nature of Jay-Z remarks about her was kinda already disgusting and hinting at their potentially unhealthy relationships.
Well, she listens to me, so it's cool. You know what I mean? Baby girl, she's good.
Well, despite the horrors that's been happening behind the scenes, their first collab song with quite dubious lyrics recorded together was released in 1996. And guys, let me just give you a few examples to see the whole picture of the disgusting vibes between a grown-up man and an underage person. So here's Jay's part of this track where he sings, "I keep it fresher than the next girl. No need for you to ever sweat the next girl." And then it comes to the chorus, which is Foxy's part. And before I break into its content, let me remind you that the track was recorded in 1994 when Foxy was still 15. So here are the words that Brown and Jay say in the chorus. "Ain't no person like the one I got. No one can if you better. Sleeps around, but he gives me a lot. Keeps you in diamonds and leathers." It's no wonder that after all these years of pain and possible Foxy is trying to send a message and share her own painful history.
It got me then. Because I kept running, I kept dodging him. He kept giving me signs and little warnings.
Not only she reportedly got an infection, but she was also a victim of something more sinister as a kid. If we take these allegations at face value, it seems that Foxy might be suggesting that Jay-Z slowly but surely directed her into this lifestyle where she had to do the things she didn't want. The connection between Jay-Z and Foxy Brown seems to have started at an early age. And, well, you all know how this is called.
That our point of view is so strong that it has to be, it can't be ignored, you know what I mean? It's like an ordinary point of view. It's like very controversial.
However, after the story of Foxy and Jay's kinda illegal romance went public, their collaborations just stopped. And guys, apparently, their relationship wasn't much of a secret in the Tinseltown. Numerous sources, including high-profile celebs like 50 Cent, Wendy Williams, and Dame Dash spoke about the disturbing nature of the relationship between Foxy and Jay-Z, and apparently, it became quite a sensitive topic that no one wanted to mention aloud.
At what age was Foxy Brown signed?
I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown.
But
I didn't sign Foxy.
It looks like Foxy wants revenge for her ruined life, but despite her exposing revelations, there's no proof. As it was said, the infamous tape where Foxy is with Jamie Foxx has been destroyed, and the girl are now seeking aid from other celebs, begging them to speak against the horrors of the music mogul acts.
And they say that God will get you first in private, and if he don't get you then, he'll get you in public.
However, Despite her best effort, Jay-Z seems to will emerge unscathed, and as some fans now believe, the music mogul has some influential supporters that protect him from the same fate as R. Kelly and Harvey. As one person commented, what he did to Foxy was a felony. She was a minor then, but he got away with it and the statute of limitation has run out. Shame. And another user added, Jay-Z has daughters. I wonder how he'd feel if some older person like himself took advantage of them like that. Karma catches up with all of us. While Jay-Z and Foxy Brown haven't seen eye to eye since the allegations about their forbidden love reached the public knowledge, it's obvious that his not-so-legal involvement with Foxy is a common knowledge in the industry.
Allegedly a romantical thing. It's all right, I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce.
Something seems to be brewing in the Tinseltown, and look how Jay is being exposed by his own kind. Jay's former business partner, Dame Dash, was grilled about this subject during his interview with Nick Cannon. And as Nick himself stated later, he just wanted to get clarification so the industry and its artists could be protected from the second R. Kelly. So Nick couldn't help but ask Dame about the age Foxy Brown was signed, and judging by Dame's reaction, he wanted to distance himself from the whole story, saying, I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown. I didn't sign Foxy Brown. However, when Dame was confronted with the direct question, he had no choice but to spill the truth and speak about the alleged romantic involvement between Foxy and her mentor.
Yo, don't beat around the bush. Say what you want to say.
I'm just
What do you mean by that question?
I was just asking.
What are you insinuating?
I'm not insinuating. I just
Foxy
asked the
Brown?
question.
When faced with the direct question about the nature of Jay and Foxy's relationship, Dame replied, I thought Foxy was like 16. All I'm saying in this industry when we're living in glass houses. When I was first introduced to who Foxy was, I thought there was something between Foxy and Jay. And apparently, it just proves that Foxy Brown was actually speaking the truth about how she was treated in the industry and what kind of things Jay-Z forced her to do since a very young age.
Remember, when we come together, sick.
But considering how severe charges may be for a crime like this, it's no wonder that Jay-Z is using all his wealth and power to silence Foxy and everyone who can potentially spill the truth about how Jay had been shaping Foxy's mind into becoming a young hoe. It was started to make sense for her in 2013 when she heard Jay-Z mentioning her name in his song Picasso Baby. You see, Jay-Z decided to put an end to all drama and secure his freedom by openly denying any relationship between him and Brown. He rapped in his track, okay, I never stuck my stick in the Fox's box, but damned if I ain't opened Pandora's box. They try to slander your man on CNN and Fox. So the sick bond between Jay-Z and Brown has become the part of the track, and the negative publicity was something Foxy couldn't stand. She decided to spill it all, since she was not bound by any agreement with Jay-Z anymore.
Meaning nasty girl as far as me. Nasty girl, like my whole image is supposed to be like the nastiest.
In response to Jay's track, she added that the music mogul felt vulnerable because of the whole exposure, and he wanted to sewer all ties with this ugly connection between then and the past. And apparently, with her truths, Foxy hit a pain point. As she said, the fact that he felt he needed to say that means something struck a chord. At this point, Foxy just needs more brave people to join her campaign, and together, they may be able to bring the music mogul down for all the crimes he had committed against the young female artists. The social media has been talking about that nonstop. As one person commented, Jay-Z has a lot of secrets that's getting ready to be exposed. And another user added, we all know they think because they have all this money and power that they are untouchable and God won't deal with them, but best believe they all will reap what they sow. It looks like the show business is not that glitzy and glamorous, but certain handlers like Jay-Z still get a pass for their horrible actions. And what do you think about this, guys? Has Foxy Brown become a toy in the hands of the industry giants? And did she actually have that affair with Jay? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to check my other videos.